Clark is live with a look at how the sport is now taking off in the Valley. Good morning, Clayton.
Hey, good morning, Kim and Kopi. It was a little over a year ago, we were out here at Bullard High School hanging out with the Bullard rugby team, but since then a lot has changed for the sports in the Central Valley. Bullard was the only rugby team in the Central Valley. Now they're one of many in a league now. Patrick, tell us how the sport's kind of taken off for the youth in our area.
Well, last year we had one team, was the Bullard rugby team, and this year we've got a league that has several other clubs. Clovis High School has a team, Clovis West, Buchanan, and Roosevelt here in town, and also San Luis Obispo High School is in our league as well, so we've had a dramatic growth. In addition to that, Fresno State also has a women's team that was on here earlier, so there's been a huge growth in local youth rugby.
And what do you think is the explanation for all this expansion for the sport?
Well, sport has gotten a lot more publicity. It's going to be in the Olympics coming up in 2016. It's also the fastest growing sport in the United States right now, and one of the reasons is it's fun to play. It's a great sport, and it's international. So a lot of influence from other countries. There's a lot more TV coverage of the game, and it's just growing. It's growing in leaps and bounds. But it's definitely the youth movement. The youth movement is pushing it right now.
And the youth in our area are going to be playing tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. There's a game at Todd Beamer Park, which is on Maple and Plymouth, and there's two games. One, Roosevelt is playing Buchanan, and the next one is Bullard against Clovis.
Starts first game at 5, second game at 7?
First game at 5, second game at 7.
So what we're seeing right now, that was just a scrum, right?
That was a scrum.
And so that kind of kicks things off.
It's a way to restart the game after a minor infringement, and you see a lot of scrums in rugby, and that's one of the things that makes rugby famous. It's one of the things that's unique to the sport is the scrum.
Yeah, rugby has a lot of unique terms and rules, and it's catching on here.
It's catching on huge. To think that a couple of years ago there's only one team in town, and now that we've got 9 teams, that's pretty amazing. And that's not just here; it's happening all over the country.
Absolutely. So Saturday 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock at Todd Beamer. Saturday, the Fresno men's team, the club team, which is a very good team, will be playing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at Regional Sports Complex. Before them, the Fresno State women's club team for Fresno State will be playing their first ever home match. That's at 11 o'clock at Regional Sports Complex. So a lot of exciting things happening for the sport of rugby here in the Valley. And I know you guys all work together, from the men's club down to the youth level, right?
Yeah, rugby is a very social sport anyway, and we have a great rugby community here. We have formed a foundation that help with the youth movement, but yeah, we all work together, and you'll find the guys from the men's club that are currently playing and the past players very much a part of what's happening right now in the youth movement.
And they're doing a lot to help these young kids get the hang of the sport. And hopefully USA, who is the defending gold medal champion, actually, back,
1924.
Over 80 years ago, last time the sport was in the Olympics. So hopefully we'll defend our title in 2016. And coming up in a little bit, Kim and Coke, we're going to have a full-on rugby match right here on Great Day.
Ooh, okay. We look forward to it.
All right, it's 8:19.